Ein Kuss im Regen, 2 junge Mädchen und das Musikvideo des Jahrhunderts war entstanden. All the Things She Said von der russischen Band t.A.T.u sorgte 2002 weltweit für Aufregung und bescherte dem Duo unglaubliche Erfolge. Bürgerlich als Lena Katina und Julia Volkova bekannt, eroberten sie mit zahlreichen weiteren Hits wie All About Us oder Not Gonna Get Us die Spitzen der Charts und prägten den Sound des 21. Jahrhunderts maßgeblich. Mit ihrer vorgeblich lesbischen Beziehung stellten sie nicht nur klassische Vorstellungen von Sexualität in Frage, sondern übten auch enormen politischen Einfluss aus, speziell für die Rechte der LGBT-Community. Nach ihrer Auflösung 2011 und einer kurzen Wiedervereinigung 2014 sind die beiden Musikerinnen nun solo unterwegs. Wir haben Lena Katina zum ersten Interview nach ihrer Babypause getroffen und über ihre musikalischen Anfänge, politische Einflüsse und ihre Solokarriere gesprochen. Bevor Lena mit 14 für die Band t.A.T.u gecastet wurde, hatte sie bereits jede Menge musikalische Erfahrungen gesammelt.
I started at 9 actually. I was in one children band, then I got into Nipasede, and then since at 14 we got the audition and we started doing t.A.T.u.
Die Idee zur Mädchenband t.A.T.u stammte übrigens vom russischen Musikproduzenten Iwan Shapovalov. 1999 organisierte er ein Casting, bei dem sich die 2 Mädchen, die sich bereits von der Jugendband Neposedi kannten, durchsetzten.
Well, the casting process, it was we were just like several people were invited from Nipasede and a lot of other people from some other places. It was around 500 people in general, I think Ivan was saying. And you would come to the movie studio. That's where the casting was, and you're supposed to sing a little bit, to dance, to show your hands, and just some like things like that. And I just went there, like I got invited. I just went there and whatever, just because. And then I got invited to the studio where I met Ivan and one more guy who was in the beginning in the project, and they asked me to record a couple of melodies, just like oh, and that's it. And then Ivan was calling sometimes, like, okay, like we gotta record this, we gotta record that. They set up like a dancing lessons, they do something like that, and then they said like, okay, it's gonna be another girl in the band. And then I come to the studio and it's Julia there, and I was like, oh, hello there, and we know each other from Nipasede, and that's how the audition was. And in Nipasede we met. Actually, Julia was the first person I met. I just came to the dressing room and she was there, and we're like, hi, I'm new, So that's it, pretty much, and we've been there together for like maybe a couple of year and a half, something like that. And then she left, and then we met after already when she got into kind of the band,
Mit All the Things She Said erreichten t.A.T.u 2002 auch die weltweiten Charts. Viel mehr Aufsehen als der Song erreichte jedoch das Musikvideo, das in mehreren Ländern wegen seiner sexuellen Andeutungen sogar zensiert wurde. Für Lena, damals gerade 15, war der Videodreh aber mit ziemlich viel Spaß verbunden.
Well, Ivan said that we're gonna shoot the video for the song and stuff, and he said like, you're gonna kiss in the video, and we were like, yeah, ha 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 ha, like we thought he's joking. And then when we actually were shooting different scenes, and then like, okay, now we're shooting the kiss scene. We were like, what? Are you serious? And then they barely could shoot the scene because we were laughing every time. It would like crack up. That's why in the video, when you see the kiss, and then when we go back from each other, it's actually the same thing, but reversed. Because every time we would kiss, we were like, just broken laugh. But it was fun. It was super cold, like 9 degrees outside, and it was like super cold water. We were literally like shaking like this. But it was a good experience. This was the first experience. We were of course very excited. It's like dream come true.
Dass eine derartige Band aber auch politischen Einfluss ausüben konnte, realisierten die beiden erst viel später.
Later, much later. when we already started like going, playing shows and stuff, and we sat down with Ivan, and he was like, "Do you understand the idea?" Like that. Like we were like, "Okay, yeah, you know," because it's a big problem still in some countries for LGBT. It's hard, but back then I think it was perfect time, and I think with this video and with the idea of our project in general, we helped a lot of people to, if you can say that, come out of the closet. That's the expression, and to actually feel that they're not alone, not sick or anything. You know how it, again, in certain parts it's considered like as a sickness or something.
Für Aufsehen sorgten t.A.T.u. erneut 2014, als sie bei der Eröffnung der Olympischen Spiele in Sotschi auftraten. Vor dem Hintergrund der nicht gerade positiven politischen Lage für Homosexuelle in Russland eine eher überraschende Entscheidung. Für Lena jedoch ein eindeutiges Symbol.
Well, we got invited to play on the Sochi Olympic Games. How can you say no to that? I mean, it's once in a lifetime opportunity. And the fact that we were invited and everybody knows what kind of image we used to have and stuff. I mean, I think that was a good thing. The opposite, that was a good thing that we got invited, that we were performing too.
Kurz nach den Olympischen Spielen verkündeten t.A.T.u. ihre erneute Auflösung. Eine Wiedervereinigung scheint dieses Mal aber außer Reichweite zu sein.
Well, I don't know. You never say never, you know. I think that it might be final because we just were too different, and we already got used to work in a different way. And I have my solo project; she has her own project. So I just think that separately we're better. Maybe not for the fans, because of course fans want us to come back to reunite and play shows, but for us, like psychologically, like personally, it's better when we are apart.
2014 hat Lena Katina ihr erstes Soloalbum unter dem Titel This Is Who I Am veröffentlicht. Der Übergang vom Mainstream-Pop Tattoos zu einem höchstpersönlichen Album ist ihr dabei nicht immer leicht gefallen.
It was in general very difficult for me to do the solo project and start writing songs, because before we never did that. We always had writers and we had songs pitched to us, and then we were like, okay, yeah, that's a great song, let's sing it. And when I started solo career, of course it was very hard. It's like totally new life, and I got used to be in a band that, when it's two of you, it's always easier. And then when you feel the responsibility, and it's like I grew up like that, and actually my band pushed me a lot into writing, because they were like, Lena, you can write, you have it in you, just come on, let's do it, try, give us some ideas. And I was like, no, I can't write, like I don't have a talent in that. And then slowly, with them pushing me, I started writing a little bit like melodies, somewhere lyrics and stuff, and then in the end right now I feel much more confident in writing, and I'm happy that I am actually participating in the making of my songs, because yes, it makes it a lot more personal, and I'm talking about what I want to say, and that's why I think the album name is This Is Who I Am, because I don't want to appear on stage like be in life like one person, and on stage totally different. There is still a difference between live and stage, of course. And you wear makeup, you do your hair, you wear clothes. In life I would wear jeans, sneakers and t-shirt, and that's me, and no makeup and ponytail. But I wanted to bring myself as I am, and if people accept that, if they love what I do, if they love my songs, that's what matters, And I'm very happy with this album, to be honest. I think it's a good album. We did a good job.
Für den Aufnahmeprozess ist Lena nach Los Angeles gezogen. Eine Stadt, die auch ihr Album zumindest ein bisschen beeinflusst hat.
Maybe. I think it did, because Los Angeles is such a positive place, and it actually very creative too. It's like wherever you go, you always meet musicians, actors, it's just like show business place. And the weather is super nice, and my keyboard players, Sven, is not here, he has a studio there, so we were recording the album in his studio, and it's a backyard and swings, and you can sit down and chill out a little bit and just take a break. So everything was so relaxed. It helps, the sunshine, the palms, you can go to the ocean. It influences your mood a lot, because when it's always gray and snow and cold, it's like, ooh,
Generell treffen auf ihrem ersten Soloalbum verschiedenste Stilrichtungen aufeinander.
When we were writing this album, we had such different songs, musically, style-wise. And we were worried for a second that it's all different, because you are right, there are like rock ballads, there are like songs like fun, kind of like IRS, for instance. There is This Is Who I Am, and The Beast, who are more on the rock side, and then Lift Me Up, it's more like pop rockish, and it's all different styles, but I think it's good. Because you can't write the same style of music over and over again. Like today you're in a lyrical mood, and then you write a ballad, or you got influenced by certain circumstances in life, and then you write Lift Me Up, which I dedicated to my fans. I was going through some big problems, tough, rough times, and I had a writing session. Then I was like, wow, it's just amazing how much support I get from them. So I felt like, okay, I gotta write a song for them. And we wrote Lift Me Up, and it's each song has a story. And depending on the mood and what's going on in your life, you write different things. You can't write only happy songs, or only sad songs, or only love songs, or it's just, it comes from the inside. What can I do? But yeah, so I don't really think that I should go into like very strict style direction in my music. We'll see what's gonna come next, because I'm a mother now, and I just don't know what's gonna come out emotionally out of me when we're gonna sit down and try to write a song. Maybe it's gonna be a lullaby. Everything can happen.
Bei einer Preisverleihung hat Lena zufällig Eminem und Marilyn Manson getroffen, und das sind nur zwei Künstler, mit denen sie gerne einmal zusammenarbeiten möchte.
To be honest with you, I would love to collaborate with Eminem or Marilyn Manson, but most of all, I would love to collaborate with Eros Ramazzotti, with Depeche Mode. That would be my two favorites for now. Yeah, well, that's from male bands. I have a couple of female singers I want to collaborate with, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. That's whatever, Life is so full of surprises.
Nach ihrer Babypause startet Lena jetzt wieder voll durch. Pläne gibt es schon viele.
Well, I was on maternity rest, which you can't really call a rest because it's a lot of work with a baby. So I just want to make sure that my baby gets enough of me, because that's the most important thing in life, kids. And I am slowly coming back to work, but I want to make sure that it's not interfering with my mom being a mommy and my family. So we are planning a lot of things. We're planning to write and record new album, but closer it's gonna be a Spanish release of the album. We don't know yet if we're gonna call it an album or EP, because I have 7 songs recorded in Spanish.
You speak Spanish?
Nope.
You sing them in Spanish?
I sing in Spanish. We have a lot of fans in South America, and it was the idea to sing in Spanish was there for a while, and then I met this vocal coach who is Cuban, and she speaks Spanish, and I was like, wow, and she writes music and stuff. I was like, maybe you can translate our songs to Spanish. She was like, yeah, let's try it. And she was coaching me while I was recording, so, well, she says it came out pretty good. but I can't judge. I can't be a judge because I don't speak Spanish. It was pretty hard to get all the pronunciation and stuff. So we're planning. The first thing we're gonna release the Spanish version. Maybe do some promo tours or shows. We are planning to release also a deluxe version of the album because we have a lot of songs which didn't make it to the main album, but I still love them. I think they're great and they deserve to be heard. So that's why we're gonna be doing a deluxe version of the album, and meanwhile we're gonna work on a new one. So I guess we'll be back in Los Angeles pretty soon with my baby.
Ein Bericht von Maximilian Höller, Radio THM. Lena Katina im Radio THM Exklusivinterview. Ja, und hier sind sie natürlich auch musikalisch mit einem...